This is a high-ranking official in the North Korea's government. On this day, like any other, he is attending a government meeting. About 30 minutes later, two uniformed guards enter the hallway. But these are not the usual security. They seem to be in a rush as everyone wonders where they are headed. They immediately stop next to this man, eyes directly fixed on him. He looks up at them in a state of confusion as this isn't protocol. Suddenly, he is commanded to stand up. He slowly rises from his seat, not in protest, not in defiance, but in stunned disbelief. The guards seize his arms. Unbeknown to him and everyone else, this is going to be the last day in this man's life. The year, 8th December 2013. This is the story of the execution of Jang Song-thaek, the vice chairman of the National Defense Council and once the second most powerful man in North Korea. Jang Song-thaek was born in a city called Cheongjin in the northern part of Korea back when that area was still under Soviet control. He was very smart and worked hard in school, and because of his good performance, he got the chance to go to one of North Korea's top schools, and later, he even studied abroad in Moscow, Russia from 1968 to 1972. When he came back home, he became even more important. He married Kim Jong Un, who was the younger sister of Kim Jong II, the man who was North Korea's leader at the time. That made Jang part of the ruling Kim family. Jang and his wife had one daughter, Jang Song. She went to school in Paris, France, but her story ended sadly. In 2006, she died after refusing to return to North Korea, and it's said that her parents were unhappy with who she was dating. In the 1970s, Jang began his political career. He started as a political party instructor in Pyongyang, the capital of North Korea. But after a while, things went wrong. He was sent to work at a steel factory which people saw as a punishment. Some said he had become too powerful or was living too luxuriously. While working at the factory, he got badly hurt in an accident and suffered burns. Still, Jang didn't give up. He slowly climbed back into power. By the 1980s, he was once again getting promotions. He was working with North Korea's ruling party and was elected into the country's top assembly. From there, his influence kept growing. By the 1990s, Jang was one of the top people in the government. In the early 2000s, he was so powerful that some people thought he was second only to Kim Jong II. In 2004, he was suddenly removed from his job, and many believe it was because he was getting too strong. But after a year or so, he came back and kept rising. Between 2007 and 2010, Jang had a very big role in running the country. He was put in charge of internal security and became vice chairman of the National Defense Commission, which was the most powerful body in North Korea. He was now one of the most important people in the country. When Kim Jong II died in 2011, his son Kim Jong Un took over. Many people believed Jang helped guide the young leader and kept things running smoothly. Jang even visited China and worked on plans to grow North Korea's economy. He was seen as someone who supported modern changes like the ones China had made. But over time, things started to change. In 2012 and 2013, people noticed that Jang wasn't showing up in big government events anymore. He was given smaller roles like managing sports, something not very important in North Korean politics. He was clearly losing power. There are also reports that he took control of fishing businesses that used to belong to the military, and that caused serious trouble. His actions were seen as disrespecting Kim Jong Un, and on top of that, Jang had close ties with China and was thought to be friendly with Kim Jong Un's older half-brother who lived outside the country. These things made the leadership see him as a threat. In November 2013, two of Jang's closest assistants were executed. Then Jang himself disappeared, and the next month in December, something shocking happened. Jang was arrested during a meeting, and it was shown on national TV. Something that had never happened before for such a high-ranking person. The government called him a traitor, worse than a dog. They said he tried to form his own group to take power, lived a bad personal life, hurt the economy, and disrespected the leader. On December 12, 2013, Jang Song-thaek was executed by a firing squad after a quick trial. His death shocked the world. But the story didn't end there. After Jang's death, hundreds of people connected to him, friends, co-workers, even family, were also punished. Some were killed and others were sent away. His wife, Kim Jong Un, survived but disappeared from public life and was not seen for many years. This event sent a clear message across North Korea. No matter how important you are, no one is above the leader. Kim Jong-un showed that he was fully in charge and that he wouldn't let anyone, even a family member, stand in his way. To the outside world, Jang's fall was shocking. Some people thought it was a sign that any chance of North Korea becoming more open was now gone. Others believed that Jang wasn't as powerful as people thought and that his removal had been exaggerated. In the end, Jang Song-thaek's story became a symbol of how dangerous politics in North Korea can be. He rose high and was very powerful, but in the end, even he was not safe. His life, and especially his death, showed just how far Kim Jong-un was willing to go to hold on to power.